Hello, traders. This is Andy filling in for Steve. We're switching today. Welcome to the support webinar. Let me know in the YouTube chat there. You guys can see my screen and you can hear me okay. Testing Peppy. Hey, Iris. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. Hold on just a minute while I get situated here. It kind of caught me off guard. Never fails. A lot of times my market will start rolling over when I'm right as I'm entering this thing. So just going to got some stops in, but just want to pull everything over here just in case I need to execute pretty quickly. All right. Thank you, Peppy and Iris. Hello, everybody. This is a support webinar. So you guys have any questions, be sure. Hey, Paul, how are you? Be sure to hit me up in the YouTube chat there. Meanwhile, we will talk stocks. We will talk uh, charts. We will talk maybe configure anything you want to talk about. Yep. Just hit me up. Let me get my stops in there. And let's see, this Marbell is the last one I got. Stopped out of half of that. Semis were strong this morning, but they just kind of petered out. AMD, I thought, was breaking through this very critical pivot level, but I don't know if it's going to hold up. So I scalped out some and I just put a stop in for the rest. Let's see. I have interest in seeing a demo in the AI powered trade signals. All right. So you're talking about our AI. Okay. Yes, we can. I can just show you. Let me just show you what it's done today. I mean, I'm not going to be able to show you anything in real time unless a trade happens to fire off, but you'll see what uh, the AI does present here. If I just pull up the AI strategy trades window, and there you have it. Now, when you first pull it up, it's going to show you signals that are in the money. Okay, and the reason we do that is if somebody wants to trade it, you want to probably trade the ones that are working. All right, but if we go to all signals, and you're going to see that there's been some ones that failed and ones that didn't fail. So we can take a look here. I'm trying to see if this one has been stopped out. See the entry price. Yes, stop hit on not on this one. Stop hit on MGNI. Okay, so this one was a short that did not follow through. So this is what you get. You get these things in real time. TD is one that's working. TDD, short from 84. Currently, it's at 82, 79. So it is working. Apparently, this SOC was a short that has not stopped out, it doesn't look like. Oh, no, this is a re-entry. I'm sorry, this was stopped and then a re-entry. So not a real great today, honestly. I'm be honest with you. I mean, there's definitely some working. This PGY is working. This PLRX is working, and barely working, but this is where I think you have the advantage over the AI. This can give you some good signals. Okay. So, for example, this one went off at 331. It got as high as 378. So, there were some nice profits to be had in that thing, even though now it's showing it barely up. But this is what you get. And you get them in real time. They're going to be stocks that are in play. The people who trade this the best are the ones that do so. Um, Not just trying to jump in every one, but taking a look at the stock, taking a look at the setup, taking a look at the daily charts to see where it may go. Uh, But honestly, I've been seeing a lot. Yeah, there's what do you, I'm not sure what you mean by settings. I can't give you the configuration. I don't even know the configuration. We give Holly the base strategies, and she back tests them over and over each night, and she will change the filters up. So yeah, I don't even know. So there's no real settings. There's a configuration, a base configuration, but yeah, that's definitely proprietary. I see filter none and filter. Oh no, this is if you want to. This is what if you want to see like only. Let's say you only want to see long strategies. Okay, so you just put it on long strategies. You don't want to be messing around with shorts. Let's say, you want to see just the trades that are in the money. You could put it on long, and you can put it on profitable trades. And you can only see the ones that are working. So that's just a way for you to filter through the columns which one you want to see. We don't calculate a win rate, and the reason we don't, Paul, is because uh targets and stops. We used to do that, but it was kind of confusing because we had uh these different three different profit levels, and it was confusing to people. So basically what we decided to go with is this is your what we call our AI assistant, and we'll give you a idea in real time. And it's up to the individual trader whether to take the trade. And if you do, let's face it, targets are subjective. Some people may want to just look for a scalp. They get 10% move, boom, they're out. Other ones may want to play it as a swing trade. And so it's really hard to put up a win rate when it comes to these things. We did it for a few years when we had using conservative strategy, and it performed pretty well. I think a lot the problem was is with people were trying to we used to have automation for this. We're talking about bringing it back at some point if we get a better system. uh, Alpaca may allow us to do that, but that won't be any time in the near future. But uh, it's I'm sorry, I got distracted there for a little bit. Somebody's hitting me up. Sure, Paul, go ahead. But yeah, we don't offer up the profit and loss win rate and all that. The reason is we're not a hedge fund. We're not taking your money and putting it to work. So basically, we're idea generation, and these are just ideas. Okay, it's up to the trader if they want to take these ideas or not. But I've noticed a lot of times, like this crazy market, sloppy market we're in right now. Even though we're still hovering near all-time highs, it's really been difficult, and it's been difficult on a lot of strategies right now for sure. Correct, Paul. Correct. You have to automate. I mean, execute manually with your broker. Uh, let's say this TD Ameritrade, you got a signal this morning, and you're saying, "Wow, this is an earnings play." Maybe you want to look at the daily chart, see where it might go to. As a matter of fact, I think I have a. Uh, I'm not sure where it's going to go to. It's definitely weak, but well, let's take a look here. I mean, it could make it down to that 77 level. That's where your next level of really of resistance is. So let's say you're looking at this and say, this is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and take, but you got to go to your broker, whoever it may be. You cannot automate it at this point, and you got to execute the trade. Okay, this is another earnings play, shorting a stock that is, gapping up on earnings. Not too much in the money right now. Looks like it could possibly doji, but you got it right, Paul. That's how it works. It generates the uh, It generates a signal in real time, and you can decide where to act upon it or not. Sometimes there's some really good ones. Sometimes it's some really great days. Sometimes it's a ho hum day. I mean, right now she's, if you look at everything, down a little bit. I mean, if you figure everything in there, but nothing. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll keep this minimized in case anybody has any other questions, and I may have gotten stopped out. Not yet. Yeah, that was disappointing. It came out of the chute and breaking through a pivot level, and I thought there may be something to that. Let me go see it. Probably going to have to exit this Marvell as well. Let me go ahead and put a stop in this thing. I've already exited out of half of it. I'm just going to, small loser, but did not do what I thought it would do. So this one is done. At 105. Let's see, just went negative. So 105.19. Good day. Basically, because of the China stocks, I mean, I took advantage of FXI gap down. I was able to get that. A lot of times they're hitting these China stocks in pre-market, and even though overnight they're holding up very well. So a lot of times I'll just take advantage to buy those things. Uh, just mind mad. I was playing just a small little bit that left. It was a winning trade, but I'm just going to close out of that one. If it goes back down to that low. Sorry guys, I have to get these in. Uh, all right. Is stock momentum wave the same as? No, that's going to be a little bit different. That's on actually a different kind of scaffolding of the platform, if you will. It works off our races. Uh, yeah, it's still going to be AI. It's going to be our next generation AI, and it's a little bit different animal. Okay, we're still testing. I don't want to get too deep into it right now because we're still doing some testing. Things can change, uh, and we still got to do some API development, but it's looking pretty cool. All right, Annette. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let me show you the best one to go to, and I'm sure you're probably going there, but let me see if hold on just one second if I'm stopped out of that AMD yet. No, not yet, but close. Uh, all right. So what you want to do? If you guys want to follow along, go to new and go to dock channel bar, and you want to go to the AI long channel, and down in the lower left, you're going to see something called Strategy Trades History, Signals in the Money. And then what I like to do is, so I don't have all my other windows being taken over by this huge dock, is I will duplicate this, okay? And then I can close out the dock. Now we can focus on working on this window. So these are stocks. These are all the stocks that are in the money over the last 30 days, Annette. Okay. So obviously, if you want to go longer, you can go to history and you can go the last 60 days. Okay. And it's changing every few days, all the trades entered. Well, it changes in real time as a stock comes in the money. Okay. So let me try to pull up an example here. So this RR entry price is 125. So obviously this is going back way over here, right? This is going back almost 60 days. All right. So there's your entry price. So as long as the stock is above that entry price, it's going to stay in the money. So yes, it's going to change when ones drop out and new ones come in, but you're only going to see stocks that are in the money. It's SOPA. I mean, it was, entry at 156. It's still in the money. Okay. Same thing. This it should be the same thing. I will pull up that channel you're talking about. I'm not sure why we would have uh I can tell you because I've worked with this one enough. I made a lot of videos on this thing. That one is probably the best one to go to, but I will see what you are referring to. Uh, Let me know. Are you sure it's a channel or is it a window? You may be talking about a window. You may be talking about new. Okay, you're talking about a window. You're talking about right here, the AI long-term strategy trades window. Personally, I will do my best to go over this with you. I'm not that familiar with it because I prefer all my trades in one top list. And so I can go through them pretty quickly. But this is the one. Is this the one you're referring to, Annette? No, that's not it either, huh? What's the channel called? Maybe it's oh, you're in this channel. Okay. Long-term Holly AI. All right. So I don't know why we would have two of them. I have to we're going to talk about this in the next actually we have a meeting today. All right, I'm gonna have to lose my screen for a while, but that's okay because this one is not in the okay, long-term Holly AI. And what is your question regarding this? Are you talk which in which window are you talking about? No, Annette, the one I'm showing you is right here. Be sure you have to go to a dock channel bar. Our channel bars are different from if you go to new and you go to you have a channel bar or you can go to dock channel bar. Now, the dock channel bar is going to be a little bit different. Okay, and this is where you find the TIAI long. This is where you're going to find that channel I just showed you. That's going to be a better one. I think this one over here is maybe our kind of older one. This dock channel bar here. Do you see it in that? Let me know if you go to new and go to. Okay, good. Yeah, check out that one and check out that window in the lower left. That's a really a way to follow it. And you can what you can do is you can pop it out like I did. And oh, I lost it since I uh why historic changes. I don't know why wouldn't we make changes? And if we have real-time data, why wouldn't we make changes? I'm not sure what you're asking. Let's go back to the doc channel bar and go to the T8 log. And this is the history signals in the money. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, you explained above. I am confused about the listing of Hayes. Let's see, the historical channel is changing every few days. Well, I just explained to you, as long as the price is moving, there's going to be changes. You're not going to see, so in other words, you're not going to see all the ones in today. They are suddenly some gone. Okay, those fell out. They fell. If they're gone, that means they're no longer in the money. And some other entries being listed in January changes almost this change. Yes. And that's the only reason. Okay. Let me pop this out again and see if we can find some, that are close. So we can go from change from the close. See, there's a lot of them that may only be up, like this one right here. It's up 3 cents. Okay. It's in the money. No, I take that back. It's up. Okay. No, it's changed from inch. Okay, it's up 80 cents. I saw one that was up 3%, 3 cents. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, this FNA short. Okay, not really doing a whole lot. Okay, but since it's up 4 cents, it's in the money. So you are going to see this in the window. Now, at the close today or anytime during the day, if this thing falls out of the money, this is going to disappear because look what this window is called. It's signals that are in the money. That means it's higher. Well, I shouldn't say higher because we have shorts in there too, but it's no, these are all long. Okay, so it's higher than the entry price. If it falls below the entry price, it's going to fall out of this window. And if something today makes a move and goes back to where it's in the money, it's going to appear in this window. So yes, it's going to be uh it's not going to be static. There's no reason for it to be static because stocks don't always remain in the money. That's the whole key to this window. So it's going to be dynamic every day. Stocks are going to fall out, new ones are going to come in. I hope that makes sense. You're only going to see the stocks that are in the money. Let me go ahead and no, 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 no. Wait, cancel that. Pardon me, I got to load my cloud back up here. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Load layout. All right, Paul. Let's see. When you clicked on new, a lot of channels appeared. So why so many channels? Well, we have a lot of people that recommend them. We try to purge some of these candles, but what happens is once you introduce uh, channels over the years, you have a hard time purging them because the minute you do, somebody comes in and says, "Hey, man, I was using that. I like that channel. Give it back." So, in some cases, we just create it for them. It's easy to just give them the channel that they can just open up on their own. But if we have enough people complaining and really like it, we'll definitely bring it back. But we just like to offer a variety. So if you go to new and dock channels, channel bar, yes, there's quite a few channels, but we're always adding stuff like Go No Go's new, Ripster's new, uh, and then you can actually show more and find a lot more. So yeah, if what happens is people usually find what they want to, what the layout's going to be or what channel they want to be on, and they end up just basically eventually going back to the same layout every day or the same channel. uh, but they definitely people definitely use them. We got the numbers in our back office, and they use all these channels. So as long as people are using them, we'll definitely have them up. You're welcome. Let's see what's happening out there. All right. Once again, guys, Annette, I hope that helped you with your question about the long. And I tell you, it's good stuff, and it's a great window to have because what you can do is I tell people to focus, and I've done lots of videos on these AI calls. And when you see them with huge volume and breaking out of a range, some days, and I showed just a few examples over there. Sometimes they can be, you know, long-term holds that can really pay. No, sorry, Kamal. No, the money machine's not ready yet. The best day to come is on Wednesdays because uh, now that's gone now. That was disappointing. Uh, The best day to come is on Wednesday, just because it's Dan, who's doing a lot of the testing, uh, is doing the webinar, and you can ask him a lot of questions. He'll probably have a better idea, know where they are as far as where we are in testing and API development and all that. So he's a good guy to ask, and I'm not sure why this. I thought I put a stop in this one. That one's gone. Just make sure real quick. Is the AI only gives out swing trades or interest? The AI Holly, we developed it for day trading, but what we like to tell people, and when I'm mentoring people, a lot of times I kind of like to do away with day trading and swing trading and all these terms because in reality, a good trader should be a position trader. In other words, you're positioning yourself for a good entry, and obviously, if you're only day trading, that's fine. You can call yourself a day trader. Uh, but when it comes to swing trading, yeah, I like to refer to it as position trading. In other words, you're positioning yourself in a trade to where you want to give yourself a really good risk reward ratio, setting up potential. So I don't like using targets. I don't like saying, okay, I'm jumping this right here, and this is my target. Only because I mean, it's okay if you. I always have a target for like half of it, but uh, a lot of times the second half, I'll just let it as long as it's working, as long as the trend's intact, as long as the market's telling me, hey, everything's okay, stay in this. I'll let it ride sometimes for months. I recently rode Alibaba for a real long time. I finally sold it, and I kicked myself on this day right here. But I started buying it, at like 86. So, I was in it for a good, 3 weeks probably. Tradewave versus Holly. Okay, Tradewave has nothing to do with Holly. Tradewave is a. I'm not sure. Are you talking about on the charts? Are you talking about in our Market Explorer? I know we use a lot of terms on our website, second generation AI, uh, and sometimes I get confused. Money machine, momentum, but basically right now we have our AI, Holly AI. Okay. And then we also have TradeWave. If you go to Market Explorer and you right click and you go to select strategies, you can come down here to TradeWave. Let's say you're looking at a 5-minute TradeWave signal. Okay. My man just popped up on there. Got a signal. Way. So it's going to give you every stock, now the 5-minute bar has to close before in our Market Explorer before you'll get that signal. It's kind of a confirmation thing. All right. So this is more of a kind of a cloud moving average crossover type stuff, along with some other proprietary things that we have in there. Just basically signaling on a potential good entry. Here's Hood. Hood just came out recently, had a little popped up above its moving average. Okay, this has the potential. Now, I would not technically call this AI, but it's pretty cool algo. So I don't know. So where do you draw the line? I guess if it's not if it's not learning, I guess it's not considered AI probably. But yeah, Pepe has it. Tradeway uses EMA crosses instead of AI. So it's not technically an AI. I know we sometimes use some jargon on our website, second generation AI, but I think that's mostly referring to the money machine. So uh, yeah, I don't think I would get too caught up. The main thing is find something that works for you, you know, whether it's a crossover or whether it's AI. Brownie new here, need help. Well, what you need help with, Brownie? We'll give it to you. And how new are you? That's probably the best question. Okay, you're brand new. Okay, I'm gonna take you to a page. I'm gonna drop the link in here. Okay, and let's see if I got it saved. I think I do. Yeah, learning. This is our learning center. Okay, education. Because if you're brand new, you have so much to learn. Okay, and you don't want to just come in and just say, okay, I need a cool alert to know what to buy. You're going to get run over if you do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is copy this and paste it in here, and you can grab it. And what you want to do, if you're brand new, I would start with the Back to Basics series. Okay, and there's not that many. It's probably about 6 uh, videos, and just watch this. It basically will talk about order flow, intro to charts, support and resistance are a very key thing. I would start with these videos. Now, once you've seen these videos and you might want to go slow and hit pause, go back and rewatch something, and because you have a lot to learn if you're brand new. Okay. And then what I would do, Brownie, is I would start after I do that, I would getting started with trade ideas. Okay. But you really want to have, a good uh, foundation, educational foundation before you just go in and start building alerts, in my opinion. Because let's face it, if you're brand new, you're probably not going to know what you're building. So get a good foundation. I mean, it's going to take a few months of hardcore. Yeah. Also, come to the main trading room. If we go down to the footer section, and I will click the trading room. There's a lot of good traders in there. Barry, our moderator, is very helpful. And so get in this every day as much as you can. And you will learn some good stuff. No one bottom does it all kind of. I'm not sure what you mean, Brownie. Yelp alert. This is one that I'm in from yesterday. Like the way it was setting up. It does have earnings, so I probably won't be holding this, but it does break out of this level. Barry does not provide trade. Yeah, he'll take a look at Holly. If you're in there, he does keep an eye on Holly, and he's definitely will. If he sees something of interest, he'll definitely talk about it. Yeah, and he'll also talk about other stocks. That are trading, and the focus is on the momentum, fast movers. Uh, that if you're new, you got to be careful because a lot of those things are low float stocks that can be very volatile. MindMed still not giving up, is it? But yes, definitely get in that trading room. Thanks for Peppy for bringing that up. Boy, Mara, last I looked at BTDR really hasn't done anything. Maybe want to keep an eye on. It's a low float and it does have some short interest, but one that really hasn't moved. Right, a nice move. Mara. All right. Some good questions today. We've got about still got another 20 minutes left. So if you have some more questions, please fire away. Meanwhile, if you have any questions about stocks, watching SMR, there, that a boy, Bill, throw some ideas out there. Yeah, these things have been tough lately. A lot of back and forth in these things. Uh, But we're getting back to that SMR. Yeah, you do have back above the 20. If you can get back above this, call it the 2467 level, could have a little pop. People do like bottom fishing these things, and if they get turned around, they can run. Boy, I got this TCOM. It's about to run into three converging moving averages. Talk about a roadblock. Okay, Brownie, I only have a month subscription to test or figure out trade ideas. Typo error. I admit no one, uh, no one button does it all. Kind of a system. Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, what I've been seeing over the last month is the openings and really crazy. They're all over the place, and I know what's going on, man. It's just you got these since AI, has come around. You have all these systems out there and AI uh, algos in this marketplace, and I tell you, they just end up just causing a lot of chaos. I think in the market, and some of I mean, stocks are all over the place in the first 30 minutes, just crazy. And it's getting to where I don't even want to go home long anything because, especially these China stocks, because I feel like I can sell them and then just wait for the opening drive down on these things and buy them back like I did FXI this morning. It's yeah, it's pretty fascinating right now. So uh, it's hard to be in any size, especially not only on top of that, we're kind of news driven and take advantage of that. A lot of times in the morning, if you're lacking a stock, find an area where they can slam it down. I do that all the time, and just put in a bid or put in a price alert. So if it comes down to that level, it's kind of what I did on FXI today. Uh, yeah, Momo's just been a turtle. Finally trying to do something. Well, Brown, yeah, Brownie, getting back to your point there. Yeah. So, uh, you can definitely, watch those videos. It's going to help you a lot. And come in here every day, get into the trading room. Barry will have a lot of his windows up where you can see them. Uh, uh, and yeah, definitely go to that learning center and start watching videos. Nighttime, just kind of go through them. I don't think they're too long. Uh, 30 minutes. So they're probably 30 minutes. So maybe in, you know, 2.5, 3 hours, you can knock all these off. Do you have live trades as well? Yeah, Ali, you may have come in kind of late. We were talking. Of course, we're called trade ideas, and that's why. And you can configure the software to basically alert you. Okay. Now, when you say live trades, we're not. Our company is not actually putting money to work in these trades. Like I said, they're idea generations. And yeah, we have an AI component where we can give you ideas in real time, but you can't call them live trades because we're not actually executing these trades inside our company. Okay, it's idea generation is all it is, and that's the best way to describe it. whether you're using your own creation of things to give you ideas. Uh, and, I've been using this product since inception, going on probably 24 years. So uh, I'm I don't know what to do when I don't have it. I do my homework on it. I keep it up for ideas in real time, and I'm more of a swing trader, so I'm not in a big hurry like a lot of momentum traders are. So I like to use top list, but we have some incredible alerts that alert you on stocks that do have momentum. Hey, I don't net trade one. Hey Andy, could we get a copy of your screen setup and a demonstration of how to download it? Uh, all right, John. Yeah, I can. Now, listen, Here's the thing, John. I have a lot of windows that have what's called is a custom symbol list. Okay, so if I share my layout with you, and I will, you're going to see it's going to give you a warning sign that says, "Hey, many of these windows have uh, a custom symbol list." Okay, so what you're going to have to do goes, "Yep." See if we can get through there. See if people want to buy this in the earnings. Is uh, hit me up. You're gonna have to hit me up at info. I'll put our email in there and just put in the subject line, to Andy or whatever. Uh, and because you're gonna need, but I will save it. So this is the way I save it. File. I'm gonna save and share to cloud. Okay, entire layout. And like I said, I have a whole another monitor over here with a bunch of stuff on it. And save and share. And it's going to say this window uses symbol lists, which will not be shared. Okay, but so you're going to have to hit me up. I can't drop them in here because this YouTube chat bundles them all together. But there's my layout, and just hit me up if you need. See the sector analysis, AI stocks, nano nukes. I got China over here. I got ARC stocks. I got I got big boys. So I got about 5 of them that use custom symbol list. All right, let's see. Castaway, is there a way to show relative strength of a stock compared to an index? Can this be shown on a chart? No, not right now. That's something, Castaway, that maybe, you know, we add stuff all the time, but I think I know you can't do it to an indice, but maybe you can do it. Let me go to my browser display and let me look up indicators. Because it seemed like we did do some you can do some comparisons on a chart, but I don't know, I don't think you can do relative strength. Yeah, I think and I gotta figure out how to if you can and what you can do as far as, that's something I haven't really played around with, uh, but it seems like we did add some sort of, comparison stuff to our browser charts. But to answer your question, I don't know if it's gonna show relative strength. I don't think it is. It'd be a basic comparison. But you can send a if if you want to learn more what kind of comparisons we do. I seems like I heard something recently about us adding that, but I don't know. You can send that to that email above just for confirmation because Chris will definitely know. Allie, I've been a subscriber using web version since I have a Mac. I talked to Barry and he recommended to get Windows. I got Windows computer now. I feel lost and not sure how to use the software. Once again, Allie, I dropped that link in here. Go to this page, okay? And since you don't need to know the back to basics, getting started, it'll show you how to download and install. It'll show you how to build alerts and top lists. It's going to give you an intro. And by the time you finish these videos, you're going to have a really good basic understanding of how to build your layout for sure. And by the way, I know we have some new people in here. I know we have some people new to the software. Uh, and we try to guide you. We have lots of videos. We have lots of places like this you can come to and ask questions. Barry will help out when things are slow. If you do need more than that, okay, Chris and I do offer one-on-one training. Okay, it's $150 for an hour session, and you know, we have to do this on our off time. We do something we do on our off time. It's not during trade ideas. So if anyone's interested, just hit us up. You can hit us up at that info at trade-ideaswhat.com. Tell us what you're looking for, okay? Because there's things that Chris is really good and specialize in. There's things that I'm really good and specialize in. So tell us what you're looking for in there. If you want to set up a one-on-one or a couple, uh, I have a guy right now who's new, and he booked four with me, and he's learning a lot because teaching him, things to do if you're a new trader and what not to do. It's very important, especially if you're going to put real money to work. If you need some mentoring, be sure to hit us up, and we'll definitely help you, and then we can definitely help you get started and get trade ideas set up for you the way you like it with the windows you want in it. It's just something we don't have the bandwidth to offer this free and for anybody that comes in. It's just we just don't have enough traders here to do it. We got a lot of people at Trade Ideas. How does the swing pick channel work? Is it for longer term holding? Let's take a look. Yes, it's swing picks. We have a couple of them. Okay, so if you go to new doc channel bar, and we have swing picks. Okay, so be sure to read the welcome screen. It's going to give you a really good idea, how to basically use this chart. Now, we have a service for those that don't want trade ideas that's just called Swing Picks, where you get an email each Monday morning, I think Sunday night or Monday morning, with these ideas in them. Okay. And it will give you kind of a stop alert price and a stop price. It does not going to give you a target. Target or subjective. Some people may want to hold it for 2 days. Some people want to hold it for 2 months. Some people will hold for 2 years. So it's going to give you some ideas. Now, if you have trade ideas, the beautiful thing about it is you get these ideas also in real time. Okay, so you're not just getting the morning picks. It's based on relative strength. These things will change each day. Okay, so there you have strong HAM hubs. These are just stocks that are displaying relative strength. And what you want to do with it is we don't tell you what to do with it. We're just notifying you, letting you know that hey, these stocks are showing relative good relative strength compared to the rest of the market. So once again, idea generation. Okay, that's how it works, Raj. And as far as the holding goes, that's up to the individual trader if they want to make the trade. How long do they want to hold it? I always tell people focus on the daily charts. They can give you a real good idea where it may be going. And also we have the uh, Trader's Eye. And this is what I do each morning. And this is going to give you some ideas. It's going to have it in a s- tree map. If you don't like tree map, you can cut it off and just see things in uh, a top list. Also, we'll display a race up here. Okay. Kodak was, and I also do a video and I put it on Twitter and on YouTube. And usually hit about, four stocks up, each day and kind of talk about them and why I kind of like them. But it's kind of hard to do. That's why always tell people, be sure to look at the whole list, right? Because some of these things, which ones you think are going to go, they don't, and other ones go instead. All right, Brownie, since I'm running out of time, may have to hit these up pretty quick. One more question. Is it possible to synchronize my response interaction trading platform with trade ideas? I'm not sure what the response interactive trader is. Obviously, that's a broker, right? I mean, we do link to most brokers, okay? And I'm going to take you to and I'll drop this in there. Our user guide is very informative. And the beautiful thing about it, it does have a search window. So use the search window, come in here. We call that external linking. And I will drop this and it'll show you what steps to take for external linking. And be sure to watch the videos. There's some good videos down here that Chris Varley did that will show you, it'll give you a basic. This is probably the one you want to watch since you don't have Thinkorswim and these other ones. You probably want to watch this one right here, but I'll drop this link in there for you so you can check it out. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Paul. You're welcome. Let's see. Can you filter on relative strength compared? Okay, yes, I talked about Castaway. You can't. No, you cannot. You can definitely filter on relative strength, but not compared to an index. It's going to compare the strength to that individual stock based upon the previous relative strength over the last 10 days. Okay. So if you have a stock all of a sudden after 3 hours of trading that's doing 500%, relative strength, it's not comparing it to any index or anything like that. It's comparing to that stock. You know what? Kirk, I probably had, I probably had trade ideas up. You can take that out. I'm sorry, not trade ideas, but I probably had AI up. Well, no, I don't know. I don't use audio alerts, so I'm not sure. Oh, that's Barry's. Yeah, I do. Barry has a window, and it would be Barry's probably one of his windows that are in there. I think it's a Barry watch list up, but I'm not seeing Bullfrog in there. All right, we are at the top of the hour. I can answer one more. And Raj, I've already answered that. How does the Swing Picks channel work? And I'm not sure if you didn't hear me. Uh, and hey, Andy, I'm having trouble with downloading the screenshot. When I click on your extension, it takes me to a website. I didn't put a screenshot link in there. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I just put links to web pages. Yeah, all I put in there was a web page. I'm not sure what you mean by I wasn't trying to load a screenshot or share a screenshot. All right, guys, that is it for today. I got to get running. I got another meeting to go to, but thank you so much. Lots of good questions, man. You guys kept me busy today, the whole hour, and Thank you. I appreciate it, and good questions. And we will. Steve will be here tomorrow to answer more questions. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it, and have a good day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.